of Brazilian teams at the the doing of IHC. They managed to knock out 00 Nation, but will they finally get their comeuppance? Will OG manage to bite back? We're going to wait and see. OG have had a pretty rough time at things. Technical issues are coming in multiple of their matches, and no excuses for this one. They absolutely have to win it without a doubt, but IHC have already gone further than many expected in getting a win on the board, especially up against the crowd. I'm here with Harry, and we've got Inferno. Good opening map, the one that we saw IHC manage to put 12 rounds on the T side yesterday as well. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, their Inferno's pretty nice. They've got a lot of ideas here, that much is certain, but OG should be that high caliber team. Let's see flashes going in towards this A-bomb site. They're spilling out through the apartments, Dexter. And nexa getting stuck in, and it's gotten a bit awkward here. Two players down in the pit. Oh, okay. Annihilation and Techno with the killer piece does make things that much more interesting. Dual Berettas can't find a thing, and Techno's taken out another. Oh, lordy. Neo frag gone, and it's just Fiku left standing. 1v2. Bomb is in the apartment still.
Uh-oh.
You're going to have to jump up to go get that or go hunting for this last man.
Oh, they've spotted him now. They can just focus on this fight as long as he gives it to them. He doesn't know that that bomb is still stuck on cart. Techno grabs it quickly and gets it down on that old default spot. Fiku hears the plant, and he knows he's trapped, but he needs this immediate kill, and Techno's not giving it away. They can swing together if they want, but there is no hurry. Bomb in their favor. Fiku with no armor, no kit either. And IHC are just waiting. Nice jump out for Techno. Escapes for a second score in the stuck 1v1. Fiku trying to force it. He's got to hunt this kill, but Techno denies it. And the young gun again stands up for IHC. Often the guy that we look to do the heavy lifting. This guy's 17 years of age, and he was going big mode yesterday, Harry.
So Hugo, I want to ask, in the way of predictions, how are you feeling about this one? Because obviously the desk all got to give theirs.
Oh, what a horrible question. OG should win it, right? Like, okay. no one's thinking anything else. OG should win it. I know you're going to pick IHC. I would love IHC to win it, but listen, I'm not. You know, they haven't proven that they can yet. So I'm not going to put my money on it. Oh. What about you? You going full Mongolia mode?
OG have waited to be at majors for ages now. This is the team that they've been able to do it with. They've got, Dexter, who was just incredible back in Antwerp. And so I think that's why it's going to really hurt when IHC eliminate them from IEM Rio.
That would be a storyline. I can't say I don't get...
So what would actually be cool about it, right, if you want to run down that train of thought, right, is... back in Antwerp, IHC, they were basically in this exact same position. They were playing a 1-2 matchup versus Imperial there. They ended up copping an L, and then they got eliminated. They're looking to outdo that, right? I think even kind of going above and beyond there would be a testament to IHC and the improvements this team's made. Look at Kabal. Look. That's not really how I wanted that to go. I thought it was going to be a lot more impactful.
And now they know it's a B play as well. They know that IHC was certainly set up in Banana for this round, right? With a flank coming in, OG go back, they grab that gun. Flames does put it in library though, knowing that that was the gap. IHC won't be trying to exploit it yet again. Instead, walking back up Banana. Dexter with the scout. Doesn't matter that he's low. He should at least get one shot off. And if it hits Techno, he's a dead man. Missed shot, though. Dexter's got to go back for more. Fiku going to get smoked off. Might throw himself through this one. Close shots can't connect. Smoke down. Scout tags. And there's even flanks coming in.
Oh, all right. Techno 4K's not messing around. This guy's the real deal. Scores holding on to Banana. Will just decide to get on out of there. Low on health. Doesn't want to get caught. Trying to go over, but yeah, that's going to leave him in the firing line of Fiku. Techno's got no ammo left. Reload off, but they've closed the gap. They're moving in. Techno 4K's melted at the back of the site. And so that will be OG. Him with a very early reply. That kind of, as far as they go, bit of a rough one there for IHC. Bit of a fumbling on that CT, deep push into the B site. Out of all the ways that could have gone, it was meant to be this crazy advantage. It ended up screwing them over.
If it's an AK, he gets both kills and they win the round. Simple as that. Like he did 92 players. If he has an AK, he simply just wins. And OG, They'll take that. Flame's getting hyped as well. A player that, you know, we know can put up huge numbers, has had trouble, especially on the stage games here in Rio as well. Already tweeted about how, you know, maybe some nerves are coming through, all the pressure here for OG. But I'd love to see him step up today in a big way. Will be a necessity to take down some of these very explosive individuals on the IHC side. Because, I mean, they robbed that pistol round away, if you remember. Down by 2 players in the pit, and they pulled it back. Not an easy round by any means. Flashback in B, Blitz just eats it, but no one pushes off the back, fortunately enough. Molotov forces that fight, and Neofrag, who threw it, was ready. Just Eagles now. They can scavenge that AK-47 in a second, but that smoke is not ideal. Oh, the reverse happy.
Bro, Techno 4K has been an absolute pleasure to watch at this major, and really I need him to know that. Through the smoke, he is dead, but Kabal's going to trade it out, and Flames can't really commit here.
Oh, that's a bomb.
A nice bit of spam. Kabal on the receiving end, and the bomb getting away from IHC.
He can go. Why not? Oh, just in cover. There's a gap in the smoke. He knows Annihilation is trapped in at blue. The nade is beautiful, and it stops him in his tracks. Now just score, but don't count him out. Armed for the job. Good post-plant position. Can he try and force fights? Will they come in from ruins, or will it just be a group up through CT? Everyone running together, side by side. There's a kit. They're already checking backside. 1v1. He confirms it. 78 health, and they need to tap that bomb quick. The kit dropped back by Newbox. No one's got it. They're fumbling. They're wasting time.
Oh.
Score might just win this round. Finally, the stick. He needs to kill Dexter first. Tucked in. Taps. Not connecting, and Dexter saves the day.
Oh, that could have got out of hand so quickly. Thankfully, you know, nexa was able to grab that kit, and Dexter had you back the whole damn time, right? I mean,
scary.
You know, you got a lot of faith in moments like that, right, on Dexter. Bit of a sad one for Score. I don't think he realized just how doable that was. Yeah, you know, they kind of had his number boxed into the corner there over at Coffins after this first fight.
Sick entry from Techno as well. If there's one thing we've learned, you know, as soon as I actually get this pick on the B site, they double down. They run right in. That's what they were doing yesterday against 0-0 Nation. Every time they got an entry, they would just commit with it.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's felt just
The bomb. Ah, dear.
Yeah, not ideal from Blitz, but, you know, he tries to inspire the guys in an interesting way in this one.
Give them a little side mission.
Yeah.
Go retrieve the bomb.
Well, you know, it could have been tempting to try and play a slow round here, but now it's like, nah, you guys have to go top middle fight. But, you know, kind of even more so than all that, I think what's been so impressive to me about Techno 4K is that he doesn't, like, demand a hell of a lot in the way of resources, you know? He's quite, like, self-sufficient as far as fraggers go, and that's what makes him so impressive for my money, you know? In a lot of moments, the space that he's creating isn't coming on the back of, like, some incredible flashes to, you know, set him up and, like, facilitate these plays. A lot of the time, it's just raw, like, pure entry work with nothing crazy substantial to, like, back it up, and yet he makes it look easy. And that's a very, very tricky thing to do. Counter-Strike is so utility-based, but when Techno's kind of playing, you know, and with how he plays and with how often he is just left to his own devices, he doesn't always have that there to help him.
It's a bit of a shame for Blitz. Just takes a solo fight in mid again. This time at least doesn't have the bomb, so slight improvement. Smoke on long, double short setup and Score a chance. Robbed away as they flash their way back for mid fights. It goes swimmingly for OG. Every engagement won. Kabal on his own, up against the world. And OG will just go and reinforce the B site. Don't need to play this 4-man stack anymore, but it worked wonderfully as those flashes came over the top from Fiku. Everyone was able to face. Kabal could save, but at the same time, rather your money be on the same page as your team, and knowing just 1 or 2 kills can have resounding consequences later in the map, he'll give it a go. Nothing to lose in trying. Tucked under porch, but a long player taking that contact first. not where you're going to be looking coming out from this position. And as soon as he takes contact either side, he's going to get swung by the second man. Oh, there it is. Swivel and Nex is there. So nice, clean hold for OG. They keep the money in good standing with a round like that.
Yeah, very, very good look out of the gate for OG. You know, I think already you kind of have all the pieces right where you want them, it feels like. You know, Dexter, you probably expected this coming into the event anyway, but he's been a real pillar of consistency within this OG squad. You've also got, you know, up towards the top of the board alongside him, there's this kind of Flames Neo frag trifecta, you know, with Dexter in there as well. That's like the real firepower triangle of OG, man. And they're showing up early on here. Doesn't bode well for IHC. I'm also thinking how instrumental Blitz was in the games yesterday. Well, he's gotten off to a bit of a rough start in this one. You know, for OG, I'm here saying, yeah, it's kind of right where we want them. Everyone feels like they're coming into this at 100%. Same can't really be said as this first look for the other side. Sometimes it can be quite jarring as well, going from being up there in front of the crowd to, you know, playing backstage on the B stream.
Yeah, for some, the crowd being against them helped. I think it was Rigon talking in interviews about how when he was getting booed, it was just making him want to play better. You know, it's a different type of motivation. True competitor's mindset. Now you sit in silence and have to battle your way through players with objectively more experience and arguably more skill. OG are staying still. They've got the bomb yet again in middle. We've seen no audacious plays from OG. They know they're the favorites. They're playing exactly like it. Some good setups. Lots of trading going on when they need to. Still got that star power, though. Only good for one, and Kabal should be gone. 1v4, and there it is. Dexter ends it. And yeah, Dexter definitely, you know, the heavy hitter of the games we've actually seen from OG already, right? Absolutely crazy in that Greyhound dominant win. And you want nothing less from a guy like this. Top-rated player of Team Spirit back at the previous major. A top 4 team who took FaZe to their last legs in overtimes galore. So great to see him keeping up appearances here in Rio. Oh, they beat the nades.
Fast up Banana, yeah. Very, very quick on the approach.
Oh.
The flash was meant to set Neo frag up. Blitz was full blinded. My God, the pace. OG weren't really ready for it, but that decision to go back for Kabal actually leads him to get burnt out by the Molotov in at top Banana. And now IHC try to change this one up on the fly, going back into an A play. However, score's been spotted. Dexter let loose, running rampant in the apartments.
Uh-oh.
Nex is holding this smoke, and if they go walking through it, now Dexter's also in position to assist over here in mid. This is a bit of a rough one. IHC, they might have gotten that opener, but everything else has come up in favor of OG.
He's got a gap. Oh, great realization for Annihilation. He can take space, but Flames flashes his way back behind the boxes, jumps and makes some noise. Annihilation needs his kill right now. If he ever wanted to win this round, over the top, great shot, but he still needs to get that stick off, and they're right behind him on the short side. Fake out. Into the site he goes, and with a smoke to create a bit of a wall, he has some cover temporarily as Nexa moves in from above the balcony, waiting for his teammate. Not jumping the gun, not giving a one-on-one. They know it's an AWP. They know they can just trade this kill if the spacing's good. And it's good. Missed shot, only a tag, and Nexa will end it. I love that patient play for OG. If it's a rifle, maybe Nexa just takes the timing he knows he has off the back of the planter, but he knows it's an AWP, and that's the best way to deal with it. One shot is all you get, and it's shut down by OG yet again. Seeing a good face out of Annihilation early, though, some picks coming through. Was a bit quiet in his stage game yesterday. Obviously, the latest addition to this team, the only change IHC made since that Antwerp major. OG still looking rock solid, though. We also saw that that rush really beat the timings of OG. Let's see if their util's better this time around. It was actually a double deep molly last time, and they had the same smoke, but IHC didn't respect it. There was no close Molotov, allowing IHC to get a lot more room than OG were ready for, but this time no mistakes will be made. In fact, even IHC, who throw this car smoke, they'll climb through. Techno goes over the top. Jiggled. Forces Dex's fire, and Neofrag with a flash goes back in, but Techno was anti the entire time. Back turned, swivels to find that entry. Dexter in the Molotov, and Kabal burns him out. They want to go, but are they ready for a third?
Oh, that re-smoke's nice. IHC don't normally respect smokes, though, and Kabal spamming them out through it. I mean, this is an IHC round all damn day, right? Yeah. The two openers alone really could have been enough to sell you on that idea. It really hinged on Fiku either putting a stop to the B play or somehow evening the playing field, and when that unsurprisingly doesn't happen, IHC get away with it. They're even full hunting. Like, look at this. The bomb's only just gone down, and they will go seeking both those saving players, knocking them out of the round, removing those guns from play, and forcing a hearty reinvestment out of OG. That's more like it, though.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we need, right? If this was ever going to happen from IHC's really quick entries and just these instant executes, it's exactly what we expect to see from them on Inferno. Everyone seems to know their place. Now, that can come back to hurt them a little bit, right? This is a team that struggled to adapt on CT sides. But on T sides, they really do look comfortable, don't they? Neofrag on top of the boost. Good off angle, and Techno's not ready for it this time. He's been at the front of every entry kill in Banana, finally put down. Annihilation holds for a reswing. Oh, timing shot, and it will connect after Neofrag finds another smoke spam, goes back though, and somehow OG blinded, still come out the better, 4-on-2. And they may just full send it.
It kind of, Fiku looks like this is a full sending if ever I've seen one.
They're just so confident.
And back turn, the last thing you're expecting is that push down Banana score. Oh my God, you're trapped in a little hole in the ground and they're all around you. It's not a fun place to be in. He does have the AWP. He's like a kind of an inverse whack-a-mole here, but he's trying to get out of the tunnel.
They have money for an AWP next round, but he might still just save because, you know, this one isn't winnable. So really not a bad call to give it up. We'll see if OG hunts later in the round when they feel safe. But this is about as far away as you can get on Inferno. Still, OG in good standing right now. That's what you want to see. As much as you will get bought in a little bit to the idea of IHC making an upset win here today, OG don't want to fluff their one opportunity at a major after back-to-back failed qualifications for a team that certainly was ready, right? A team that certainly was, you know, for both Stockholm and Antwerp, were that missing piece, was that roster where we're going, why is this team not here? They are, you know, proven, they are ranked highly enough, they have some legit wins in their pocket, and this year the same, right? One of the very few teams to actually beat FaZe in a BO3, that's OG, they managed to do it. So there's, you know, there's inconsistency, sure, they've lost some games they shouldn't, but they've won some games that no one expected. Definitely deserving of this spot and need to go further as a result. IHC already calling in timeouts. Mara up. Trying to keep them on board. Double timeouts.
Interesting
technique.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep them shaking, keep the blood moving in your fingers. Hand warmers all round. These are the money makers, Harry. Shake them.
I think we should get next to 2 shake weights.
Yeah?
You know, and just have him
generate a lot of power.
It's got to be a good way to keep your hands warm. Or muscular, I guess both. maybe. A heated shake weight, is
they
that
do look warm and muscular already. I think he's already ahead of you.
Warm and muscular is how I would describe Nexa. If I had to pick 2 adjectives, that's them. OG, up on a 7. IHC, they've got this orb that they were able to pull out that last round. They're going to try and have Annihilation get involved early. Scoped up a banana. Neo Frag's gone through the apartments. And so everyone there on both sides of the coin wanted to get involved in some early gunfights, but it's OG coming out worse for wear.
I will say I do still like that call for OG off the back of a pause. I know IHC are going to make some adaptations and change something up, and maybe you could expect a faster play like this team is often known for on T side. So OG try and catch them off guard doing their aggressive ult mid play, but they actually just default and hold off at the start of the round. They get 2 kills as a result. Very nice work for IHC, but they can't bungle the opportunity. Most teams would gamble here, but OG still rely on Dexter's solo B to play this double long setup. Still gives them the option to save if IHC pop through apartments, but does Nexa want to try and combat that, moving back into the bomb site just in time as they take brackets.
Looking like they want to try and get up the short side, and both players over at long. Moto Smoke could lock them out of the round. It's going to go in now with Blitz getting that opener and the Moto Smoke falling in. Yeah, kind of a done deal here, really. Kind of just have to write this one off. IHC in with a flawless one. And here for OG, I don't think it's the end of the world that one gets away from you. You kind of tried something different to open it, right? You said, like, all right, let's really all in this apartment's aggression, and both players tried to cross through Boiler. Both players wanted to fight down alt mid, and the moment that they get doubled up like that, really the round was kind of cooked from that point onwards. If this was like a team like Outsiders, for example, that's where the gamble stack would have been called right away. You would have seen 3 players just go and occupy one of the bomb sites, and if IHC didn't end up going to said bomb site, it would have been a save with 3. So, yeah, pretty die away for it to open, and I think the downfall was almost inevitable after that point. If anything, it's more reassuring in my eyes that IHC didn't drop the bag, didn't fumble it in that situation, and they do just, complete the round that, in the fashion that they should have.
Yeah. Okay, we won't see any more aggressive moves from OG. That is the earliest play they've made in this map so far. Seen some banana takes, but that is more standard. Going back up B, kabal drops his molly. He's going to get smoked, furious smoke to allow Dexter to fight it. He gets blinded off the angle though. You don't need to commit to it. kabal to nade. It's already a better deal for OG. Not that they'll know it yet. Back to middle for IHC. They know they forced out the B utility at a bare minimum. Can always go back there later. I gotta say, mid-fighting has not really been their way in, right? Yeah. Blitzers tried a lot of times to take these engagements, and rarely the better of them. Smokes come down. Flames goes up in front of them. He drops his own. He locks them out of middle, says, you can have brackets all you want. I am not giving up this position without a fight.
Oh, well. Blitz says, okay, don't worry, here's the fight. It does bring it his way. Flames knocked out of the round. Nexa's responded with a nade from the pit, and now they know about him. Oh, a score. Also discovered, dealt with, dispatched of Nexa down here in the pit. Boxed in, but still putting up numbers, still giving us the goods. A 3rd in the round for him. A great tag from Annihilation's AWP, but that's all it was. 98 damage done downrange into the library player, and just like that, OG are in with another round.
I'm surprised they start swinging Nexa in the pit when they know he's got his one-way, right? This is a team that's actually really good at slowing down in mid-rounds on Inferno when they get good spots. We saw rounds yesterday where IHC would get players into pit and they would be smoked off, and they would just wait the entire time till the smoke fades before they take fight. I would love to see that slow down there, wait for a banana flank, hold that arch rotation, and then wait for Nexa's one-way to run out. They just face it. They know it's down. It's already killed 2, and they give it a 3rd. So, yeah, bit of a shame there. TIHC jumped the gun, but you got to, wonder if they're feeling the burn already. They're feeling the nerves. They were the team to start strong in every game and get comebacked against. Now, finally, they're getting robbed of early rounds. Techno's dead, caught by Neofrag with nades out, and it's getting worse for wear the longer we go through.
Yeah, he had a really, really good start to the map, but Techno 4K struggling a little bit more. Has to fall in this one. And IHC, now that you've lost Banana, you kind of have to go back for this. You kind of have to displace the AWPer. You can't let them maintain this one-man hold of the B site because, you know, what does it leave you? If you're not going to go B, if you're going to give the AWP the respect there, well, then you're essentially admitting that you will be walking into this A stack. So you have to try and flush this AWPer off of these angles.
No flash.
Dexter.
Boost.
Not going to get flashed here as they try to boost up. That's a clean flick.
Wow.
From the OG AWPer, going through the motions after every shot, just falling back into a new position, a new bit of cover, a new sight line to hold. And IHC, they're going to learn about it the hard way as they try to move into this B bomb site now.
Oh, missed shot, Dexter. He has a smoke, but they don't even have a molly for him. He's just buying seconds. Neofrag goes through, tries to double dip. Dexter, same story, catches that AWP going over the boxes, and it's a 1-on-5 for Kabal with no time to do it. They are everywhere, surrounding him. Some nice shooting, but it won't mean much when they kill him right at the end. Flames will find that. And yeah, you mentioned Dexter going through the motions. I think that's something that's so exciting about this player. Like, for such a flashy, audacious AWPer, he is rarely one to make mistakes on repeats when they shouldn't come through. I'd say Dust is a map that Dexter really does just like full send, and he will, you know, be a bit more aggressive on CT sides. But on a map like Inferno, you rarely see him make the mistake of re-aggressing, you know, dry without util and giving away kills. He is like a Shiro in that sense that he can just be trusted with a solo bomb site, and OG have felt comfortable in a lot of these rounds to leave him solo B and put 4 on brackets. So Dex is now back on A, trying to keep it fresh, keep them guessing, and Fiku, caught on the edge, jumping over the edge of that smoke. Techno will make the most of this, and yeah, what else can you expect? Neofrag gets caught every time Techno finds the entry. He will match that W key. This round is no exception.
Yeah, I kind of love it, man. It feels like Techno's really subscribed to, you know, the hot hands principle. It's like once you've got the first, you're that much more likely to get more.
Nades.
And look at him go. Techno 4K, 3 in the round.
Crazy play.
Setting up IHC nicely. Nade for this plant. A little bit of chip damage onto Annihilation, but nothing to write home about. I think it speaks volumes as to how confident OG are that they're even here at the B-bomb site right now.
Yeah.
A lot of teams would have up and left a long time ago.
And they should.
Even though they are going to.
Yeah.
Still, they hung around there for a moment. Kabal goes hunting. IHC are very, very quick to hunt. That's something else you've kind of noticed about this team the more you've watched them.
Ooh. Did he get seen? Nope. Freebie. That's a really awkward timing for Nexa, who just came around that corner. Second earlier, Dexter was still B standing, and Nexa's gone as well. Great hunting. That really is impactful, because now they have a chance to actually get 6 rounds at the end of the half. The money for OG is in dire straits right now, and so IHC have been given an opportunity that they must make the most of. When Techno gets his entries, IHC win rounds. It seems as simple as that towards this B-bomb site. And it's been the only site that has Sanctuary for them.
Dude, it's so cool to me because, you know, that round again, like another example of him just being this self-sufficient entry fragger. Like there wasn't, that wasn't a case of like, oh, they threw some gnarly, oh, hang on a moment, this little mid push is interesting. Let's hold that thought. Double nade kill over at the top of Banana. Not the way you wanted it to start, but Flames is right here and they turn, they deal with him. Blitz lights them up in this round.
They're low.
Now just a Neofrag inside of this B site, overrun, shut down, locked out. Dexter too far removed.
Very nice to see Kabal actually go back to entering there and take that final kill, because with 3 players on 1 shot away from death on the Deagle, you know, if Neofrag finds that first kill, it could really snowball. That could have been something awkward for IHC, but Kabal back does his duty. Stops OG in their tracks. Great double nade as well from him and Blitz. Finds all the glory with 3 kills in the round. Blitz, of course, the in-game leader. We saw him come alive on overtime on Inferno T-sides yesterday on this map after dropping that 12-3 lead. Something changed and showed up in a big way. Can he grab the AWP? Oh my, that's a big pickup. Dexter trying to fight his way out, trying to survive, and he can't. Blitz with 4 in the round. High impact from the in-game leader, finds 5.
All right, Blitz is starting to wake back up. Techno's given us some great rounds. Kabal has been super influential in hunting down players, denying saves. We've had some really nice shooting from Annihilation, even if not all the shots have been kills. He's landed some very, very quick flicks, some big damage being done. And IHC are starting to recover this half as we get to the end of the first half of play. They're looking for 6. Now Flames opens up in this round.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, the barrel was seen, the arm was spotted by Annihilation down mid, but he misses that opportunity. I think best case, all he could have got there was a tag. The angle's so tight. And so Dexter allowed to run rampant with the AWP.
Yeah. By the time he conned that over, it was already too late.
Oh,
like,
even
if
at the speed of light that comes out your mouth, by the time your teammate has actually processed it, they're already dead.
Yeah. It's a real shame for IHC, who, you know, are struggling in these 3-on-5s. Have been in a lot of them where OG have found 2 picks and given it up. Neofrag will send it a little bit down banana, try and recommit, but Fiku's still here with a scout. Dexter in the middle of A. Wow, that's a headshot over the top. Kabal finds a 2nd kill, and of course IHC are going to make the most of this. They should be expecting a 3rd player, but there isn't one here yet. Flames is trying to fill the void. No kit right now in the round, and they've got to cross past this SMG. They could fight it, they don't know, but there's no one else here. Oh, the smoke is not great, but maybe Flames can go through it into the pool. They've already crossed, in fact, over the top of the site. He's waiting for a flash from Dexter. This is a good play from Flames. Weapon is the right one for the job, but Kabal turns back and takes his head off. 3 kills from this guy in the round. And IHC in a 3-on-5 have flipped it on its head.
Yeah, he's given us a great round here. Kabal doing a lot of heavy lifting in these last few rounds. The star of the show. The star of Cable. Oh, 4 out of 5, nearly gets it. And now nexa, all that's left to do is die. IHC, they go on a bit of a recovery arc there towards the end of that first half. 6 rounds to their name on their map pick. Is that enough? Well, we'll find out in just a moment, won't we?
Hey Future Pros! Back with the classic apps molly from alt mid. I see a lot of people wing this one, so let's look at how to actually throw it. First things first, shoot out this window as soon as you can. Instantly aim at the shadow below the window. Then running jump throw the molly while you are still underneath the bridge above. Pretty simple but effective. However, this isn't some magic barrier. A CT could still push the molly, so try not to throw it and forget it.
a solid T-side opener for IHC on their map pick. 6 rounds is good, but OG is better, or at least the score is on the door. Score on the other side, one of the many pieces of the puzzle that's making this IHC team so interesting. We had some big entries at the end from Kabal, and of course Techno, the youngest player at the major, is showing up in a big way. Maybe all these are conducive to a comeback for IHC, but if OG steal a pistol, they're setting themselves up for success. 2-0 and the elimination of the second Asian team from the RMR.
I see dual Berettas on Techno 4K, and I got to admit, I'm a fan. He's been left to hold on to this B site all alone. I think even that is kind of a pretty audacious one. Usually, if you're going to come at it looking like this, you might go for mid-aggression, and so that's going to be what IHC elect to do. Techno 4K does have this smoke to deny the B play and give a bit more time to this flank. But on the flip side, you know, a smoke going down now means...
Screw your smoke.
Oh, hello. Are they just going to come through it? Because if so, the dual Berettas kind of right where they want to be. Fiku just annihilates them, and now the rest of the gang holding on to Banana. Nexa hears all these footsteps. Don't know if he's going to be ready for quite this many numbers, but he's called for help. He has support. Neo frags here, and with Dexter also chipping in with a handful of kills, it is OG securing that T-side pistol.
That's a great read for OG as well. You got to note, like, 3 players came back to help out on that Banana flank. I don't know if they just heard all the footsteps next and maybe had some info, or if that's just a read, but yeah, everyone coming back, no one covering the plant. They were very confident that that was a full Banana flank, and yeah, it doesn't matter how many players you're there, that choke point is too tight. They just get bopped by OG. Lovely pistol round now, and that's going to propel OG even further forward with these anti-ecos. They didn't win pistol in first half, but they found that force, and they built up a 6-round streak off the back of it. See if OG this time can convert again. Triple B, the scout back on long side. Nades on Coffin, I like that. Just a bit of damage to Kabal, goes a long way. And they're gonna run right in. Mac-10's leading the charge, churning through IHC. There's 1 kill, but through the smoke, Dexter was so ready for that play. And this one's cut down. Smoke shot makes it interesting, but retaking with this weaponry is unrealistic.
2 of these players are low, which makes this scout kind of threatening. OG just going to tuck in, try play the time. You know, if you don't give a fight over, if you don't give IHC a reason to go for this, then they might never even try. Score, taking a peek through this smoke. Doesn't see anything. Dexter's tucked in close, and yeah, it looks like it might just be the save here.
He wants some kills, make it expensive. Oh,
that's a clean shot.
Yeah.
All right, there might be another one here. Dexter gets away.
A very costly round.
Slippery fish indeed down the Banana. But 11 on the board for OG, and you're dead on, Hugo. It is expensive. You make that very, very costly if you're IHC. And I almost wonder, you know, I don't really associate like massive risks being taken with this team, but they're also known to get wild with it in the past.
Are you talking about a double force, Harry?
Maybe. We can make a case for one.
You just don't really have the room, right? With these rounds racking up quickly, you're close to losing your map pick. I think they want to go for the full
Play
eco
the proper rifle, yeah.
It's a safe call.
You know, the other one's like high risk, high reward.
If they killed everyone.
I don't think it's worth,
If they killed everyone, maybe. Nades could be good. There's a player there, trapped to the sandbags, and he's already been made a grave inside of it. Full stack. Second nade does find something. But now, as a result, OG know it's a full stack. They're probably expecting both players here. Now they've seen one more. And Kabal was in the kill feed, so if they kill score, it's fully confirmed. OG don't care that they'll probably just send Nexa in with this Mac-10 to finish the job. Flash over the top is lovely, but Nexa is in no hurry. That bomb is making its way to A already, even though Kabal fakes his rotation. They just want to get this kill. Nexa's really not giving it to them. Annoying play here to just hold on. And he'll get gifted more. Score on 4. And OG on 12.
It's a good look, but, you know, IHC, they kind of waited to bring the guns out right away, and it is going to feature that AWP. And, you know, we always say CT side AWPing on Inferno, that's where AWPers are going to do their best work. I really want to see what Annihilation can bring to the table. I think we're going to need him in great form in this second half, because I tell you what, Dexter certainly rose to the occasion in that first half, didn't he? Going to need to keep an eye on that, or else OG might just end up running away with this. I'm really curious whether or not Dexter's going to elect to bring one out. I think he's so clean with rifles, it doesn't feel necessary, especially not in a round where you're still going to have MAC-10s in play. So that's why I want to see, you know, where his mind's at as well. And so yeah, it will just be the rifles out for OG in this attempt at the bonus round. That gives Annihilation a bit of a bigger degree of freedom on this AWP.
I feel bad for IHC and the round hasn't begun, because OG have read this so well. They know that they're going to see a triple B at the start. They've heard the util, it's confirmed what they already think, and now they want to go and attack that A site quick. That smoke for score is a game changer. It stops this round in its tracks. And the longer it goes on, the more we might see rotations out. Techno's going back for the gamble. Annihilation has so much info and the chance to fall off. You rarely get picked on this position. It's almost guaranteed he'll get a kill on fall if they come towards B. So this allows a stack for IHC. OG, from one moment it was a scary round, and now it might be a successful round. But Dexter has found that first through the smoke, and that's complicated matters. More util coming down, and OG are going to go.
Nexa's already up short. Score doesn't know this yet, but they're already in the site. Unaccounted for, unchecked, and dropping down into the pit. He's given a chance to reposition. No. Score's going to have to be the guy to save the day here, and Nexa blindsides him. That's all the way from Moto with the MAC-10.
Don't know how he found that angle. Score was ready to end that round. He was ready to multi-kill. Still 2 in-apps here. Flames could get caught, but you're surely not ready for Dexter. Tucked in the corner, not cleared. Easy kill, and you got to save the AWP. Now OG break through a key entry kill up top mid to find Techno on the arch side. That was Dexter. We talked about his rifling yesterday, especially in that Furia game. He's so pivotal. You have so much entry power on this team. That's the crazy part. Like, Nexa's not only a very keen, aggressive in-game leader, especially on anti-ecos or low-econ rounds where he runs MAC-10, and he always runs MAC-10, happy to go in first. But on top of that, you've got Dexter who can do it with the AWP, do it with the rifle, and then you've got Neofrag who, you know, is in his element on entries on OG. So you just have so much opening power to start your rounds off on T sides, and I actually find that out the hard way. Okay, that's just a BS
so that's
kill.
how the opener. Right, well, sad for Techno in that one. And there was the angle that Nexa found. Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
Now this AWP's really got to do the heavy lifting.
And this is kind of what dug IHC a hole yesterday as well, right? In all those massive leads, especially on CT side overpass, it was these buys on rounds where they can't really justify it. Like, there we go. Your scoreboard or rifle, it's already removed. Yeah, okay. On CT, you can shuffle it very easily, or you basically should be able to. Techno's got it. But Neofrag almost jumps through the smoke. It's Techno to go through. Kabal with a double kill off Coffins. Out of ammo. And Annihilation's here to end the day. Quick shot from him. Maybe this one rifle was worthwhile, even though it was the pistols to do the heavy lifting. But Fiku's found the gap, and Dexter has run away.
Oh, Fiku, this is big.
Yeah.
Taking all this control at CT, it's not just massive because you have like an early warning system now. This idea of, okay, we're going to paint a very clear picture. Are they coming banana? Are they coming CT? He's so deep that you're just not going to be ready for him. He's got the drop on you. This kill should be guaranteed. And so that's going to tip the scales in favor of OG.
Oh, he got
he's missed the timing. Okay.
But still, it's for library.
Yeah, it's all well and good. Bombs planted for him. He's able to root back around.
Wait, no, it's old default. Why is it old default? It's not for him at all. They don't know he's here, though.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
I don't know if there's time.
It's super close. It's really close. This is a bit of a scuffed round, isn't it?
Oh, dear.
Who's going to win?
Oh.
It's IHC. It's Blitz with a 7th.
Why would they plant safe? They had the whole site.
A lot of head scratches there.
They had the whole site. They knew it was empty.
And they knew it was empty because the thing I'm crediting them for, I'm like, oh, he's CT, so they know that no one can be here.
Why?
Then they don't plant for him. Okay, even if you're thinking that like you're gonna win it down in the pit, weird decision making.
No. There's no good reason to plant there. I can't justify
And like Fika was the only high HP player as well. Like even if you wanted to look at it like just on like that's a bit of a that's not a crystal round right now.
No, mind melting. Oh, and now it's really melting.
Dead. All right then. All right.
Okay.
Maybe we have a game on our hands after all.
Are we going to squeeze the juice out of IHC? Have they got something to show us now? Does that round pump them back up? That is a robbery of a round. There is no way. I'm mind blown. Flames. Maybe he shuffles the AWP out. It's not like Annihilation needs one. That's just shocking, Harry. IHC, they got to be very happy to win that round. A round they never should have won. Off the back as well, worth noting, of Kabal's double dig at the B site that even sent OG back to A in the first place. Annihilation holds on. Dexter dead first. But no one going back to B. IHC won't make that gamble because of the man advantage. However, Techno's been smoked off, forcing this double pit app side setup to perform. Techno doesn't want to get picked through it this time. Kabal has the game-changing position. And Score is already anti-flash in anticipation. There won't be one. Flames has one ready to go. Out it will be thrown, and Techno is even in the site in time. Everyone gets a kill. Score double up from the apps, and he flicks back for a third. Nice round out of IHC.
Beautiful, beautiful from Score. And man, okay, my tune's really changed on IHC from like day one, which was they had trouble closing out games, and I guess you could. No, like they still very much have that trouble, but at the same time, we've seen them like have this incredible tenacity in the overtimes at being able to like launch miniature comebacks that kind of get you on board. I hope this isn't one of their classic, like false comebacks that just get cut short, because it feels like a bit of a classic move for IHC. That's a clean opener from Fiku. Annihilation on the receiving end of it, but Kabal has at least equalized this out, a 4v4. You do, however, want to get AWP out of top middle, try to disallow these guns being retrieved, and they have managed that. Gotta say, Dexter, since the kind of, botched plant, then his attempt at opening in the round prior also falls on deaf ears now, getting smoke spammed. All I'm saying is the last few rounds haven't gone that well for the guy.
Yeah, OG do need to keep their head on their shoulders right now. They can't get tilt, they can't, get frustrated, because these rounds can close, these games can close very quickly. Being on T side, you feel like you don't get many opportunities. If a few opening kills go astray, very hard to pull these rounds back. Through the smoke now with a flash. Techno could just give it up. He needs to give it up, and he will. Back to the sandbags, but a solo B play. This is so risky for Techno. Why not just escape? Oh, he's taken two and a third. Attempted, but Flames put down low. Should be enough done by Techno. Even that play is like super risky, but yeah, OG don't punish it. They've only got pistols. Some scary rounds in this, but IHC are still managing to shimmy their way back into this match. It's their map pick, keep in mind. Ancient is next. It's one that IHC did at least show to be proficient on against 0-0 Nation yesterday, but they are still on a 5-loss streak there. And that's domestically as well, in the region where they dominate. So to say they need to win Inferno is a fact. They need to win Inferno. Even then, Dust 2 is uncertain. But right now, OG call in a bit of a timeout, chat it over, and get ready for the next one.
Annihilation set up. Oh no, I thought he was leading B early, but I read the map wrong. He's in the apartments with his AWP, actually. But there is this triple B lean out of the gate. It looked like they wanted to fight for this, and indeed they do. Flash is going in. Techno 4K right at the front, but only good for the first.
Nades.
That is a gnarly little nade stack down the banana, and Kabal's going to move in, farming up these tagged players. You can feel that this is starting to get out of hand here. IHC looking 10 rounds dead in the face. All that stands between them and that is Nexa and Fiku. Everyone else was turned to dust on this attempt to take banana. So what's to stop IHC from doing it to these guys as well?
This is a devastating round, decided instantly off of utility. And OG moved back into that B car area. 2 smokes, but no flash, and they've just been cut off by utility themselves. IHC could get curious, but just holding a 2-2 here is their best way to shut out this round with ease. Risky position from Kabal, trying to play anti. No flash to come through, though, as I said. So if you play anti, you might just get smoke walked. OG undecided. Go back to lineup smokes, perhaps. Is this a save? I think it is. 20 seconds. Curiosity for annihilation, and OG will hold off, steadfast in their positions, and nothing to do in this round. It's a, it's a sign of the times, Harry. It's a change of the mindset right now, as OG realize this game that was once in the palm of their hand, botched off of a plant, and a plant alone has given 4 in a row to IHC. Not taken away from IHC, they've earned these rounds.
Now, something that they've really impressed me with on the side of IHC is this like ability for. It never feels like it takes much to get them believing in themselves again. You know, it's not like they kind of. They're not really a team that feel too guilty of like putting up one round, losing a load. I think that they're able to go on these streaks on the back of seemingly very, very little. It feels like a team where if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, right? IHC, once more, trying to show they can tango on the big stages.
Yeah, and you know, even this example of where we are at in the game right now, regardless of what happens from this point, they could lose the rest of the game and get 2-0'd. I still think that they've really made a case for themselves here in the Rio Major, that they are a team that should be getting invites to top-tier European competition, that should be getting some more time in other regions, because think about the amount of, especially Chinese teams that, you know, have boot camped and have played online cups and have, you know, often been underwhelming but have improved as a result. I think IHC are certainly in that category.
Yeah,
they need to get more experience.
I think IHC kind of take leaps and bounds event to event. Now that's a bit of a rough opener. How on earth did Nexa just get 2 out of that? They line up between the car. Oh my god! B is Nexa's, all the kills.
He's had enough.
The stars just aligned for Nexa there, man. He tried to fight the guy close at logs, and a stray bullet catches a man back at the car. And that's the round. Oof. Out of all the ways for this comeback, this attempt at it, to now get called into question, that's pretty rough.
That's probably the worst way it could go. IHC get very aggressive. Similar to the, sorry, the round off of the pause.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Not what I wanted. The round off of the pause in the first half, where OG go, okay, they've paused, they've thought it over, let's disrupt it, and they go for that double apps peek into alt mid, and they get sliced by the default. It's kind of similar for IHC. They try and play proactively, and, well, OG play reactively, easily. 14 rounds now with 5 alive. That's reassuring for the money issues. Flames doesn't have armor. Might need to buy that up. But 14-10, that's a sigh of relief, but still the money sits in the pocket of IHC off the back of their round streaks. Final timeout.
Oh, that's gonna be such a sad way for this to have gone. If that was the round there, if that kill, well, that series of kills, that sequence of kills out of Nexa is the nail in the coffin for IHC in this map. Gonna leave a pretty bitter taste in your mouth, isn't it? That is a wild way for it to have occurred. Trying to compose themselves here, trying to get back into it, but you'd be surprised what winning one round can do to you sometimes.
Yeah.
And
they
there's the lineup.
Oh, I thought he was shooting the close player, but no, he was shooting the deep player, and the closest jumped on the logs. We're going to see a more passive round out of IHC, I hope. Set up Annihilation on the orb towards Banana. Seems to be the place where OG are really trying to exploit right now on this T side, and they'll go back for it again. Heavy util, close smoke, Neofrag gets his nades in. IHC with a tendency to fight for the car location, they'll do it again. They will rotate out. Annihilation's on the long side. He had trouble here against Owen Nation. He didn't really get much done from this position. He needs to show up now. Smoked off. Got to give it up. No choice in the matter. Blitz is here to respond. They line up two inside of the Molotov. He's got everything to play for.
The bomb getting away from OG as well is disastrous. They wanted to try and split out of short in the apartments, and it's like, okay, fine, do that. You've got to go long to get the bomb, man. Oh. It's really rough now. You're fighting a war on two fronts here, and it's just not sustainable for OG. A 2 versus 4, they're going to try and group up. They're going to try and take this together through the inside lane.
This would be a great position if they had any bomb or any post plant, but instead it's a weird reverse retake of long.
This is looking the wrong way, but Annihilation's got his back. That shot misses, however, there's plenty of pieces here to pick it up. Fiku with one as he goes around the corner. There's just too many there.
I want to watch some demos of Annihilation after this game, but I feel like from what I've seen from this guy in the 3 games we covered, he holds a lot of tight pixel angles, but I don't really see him hit these shots. Like, for example, that's a very dangerous one. It's fine holding these tight angles because it at least gives you info, gives you a chance. You can wallbang, and also you're very safe. But right there, like where you said, Kabal has his back turned, and Annihilation's holding this angle that, okay, Kabal was covered. Blitz had his back turned. Kabal had cover, sure. But, you know, these tight angles are very dangerous if your teammates are relying on you to hit this shot.
The thing is, as well, like, I think in terms of like his flicking in like an open environment, his fast flicks are really clean. But I'm inclined to agree, the pixel angles don't seem to do this guy a lot of favors.
That's awkward. He gets caught on the wide side. Flames is going to flash and chase. Look at this hunt. They have no idea. He's right in their face. Double up for Flames, and he sets IHC alight.
That's Techno 4K-esque, right? Like, just immediately holding W once you've got that opening kill. And so now it's all left onto Kabal, who, don't get me wrong, is having a blinder of a game, but expecting him to win a 1v5, it's just not happening. Dexter's got him locked in at the base of Banana.
Yeah.
He'll chow down, and that's 15 for OG.
Damn, dude. After a little mini comeback for IHC, that one round of nexa tripling up in Banana has broken their back and now broken their bank. 15 rounds, and it was always meant to be an OG game. It was really always meant to be an OG 2-0, but for a moment, Harry, we did believe. For a moment, we bought in.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I was literally, I was keeping track of Dexter's numbers after that little, you know, like, the kind of like botched round that took place, because it looked like he was kind of in his head for a moment. He went 1 and 4 down after that point, but that one round from Nexa has given him an immediate recovery, right? Stepping back into it with a 3K, now believing that victory is assured, that OG are just going to dust themselves off here. Feels like we've got him back online, and so I think IHC's task gets even harder now. B-play coming down the pipeline, and Flames is going to open up.
That's so awkward. Techno dropped his smoke as they double mollied him. He didn't have anything left. Annihilation blinded off the angle, can do nothing about this B rush, and OG, this is poised. This is ready to end the first map of this series, to take their opponent's pick out of their pocket. Flames through the smoke. Nexa needs this plant, but he has so much cover. The boost up is nice, but there's so much more utility going in from OG to lock IHC out, and that molly has given Dexter room and confidence to set up a flank. Fiku might not even be needed. Now I change my tune as Score shuts down that aggressive play. They're actually not ready for this either, so it should just be a guaranteed kill from Fiku. Map resting in the balance, but he will tip it over the edge, and Blitz won't clear Dark, leaving the orb in a 1v2. Got to be stylish here, got to be quick with a flick. He finds the first, and don't play it yet. This game is still going. No kit. Now he can run that track. This one's done. OG are stealing this map away, and Annihilation can do or say nothing about it. Thank you. Cue the music. Get us out of here.